Hello. Let me tell you a story, one of the most powerful stories ever told. It's about a young shepherd named David, a boy with quiet strength and unshakable faith, who would one day stand before a giant. This is the story of courage, trust, or an impossible victory. David lived in the hills of Bethlehem, caring for his father's sheep. He was young, unnoticed by many, but his heart was full of faith. Each day, he tended his flock with care and trust in the Lord. David was the youngest of 8 sons. His father, Jesse, watched proudly as 7 of his sons served as soldiers in Israel's army. But David was different. He stayed behind, tending sheep, singing praises, and growing strong in faith. David had faced dangers before. Once, a lion came to snatch a sheep from his flock. But David didn't run. With God's help, he fought off the lion and saved the sheep. Another time, a bear attacked. But again, David stood firm. Time after time, God gave him strength to protect his flock. These were not just animals, they were training grounds for something greater. At this time, the Israelites were at war with the Philistines. And every day, a mighty giant named Goliath stepped forward to taunt them. Towering nearly 10 feet tall, armored from head to toe, he shouted to Israel's soldiers, "Is there anyone brave enough to fight me? I dare you!" But no one stepped forward. Fear filled the camp, and for 40 days, silence followed. One day, David's father asked him to bring food to his brothers at the battlefield. David arrived just as Goliath was shouting his daily challenge. David listened in disbelief. How could no one defend Israel? He felt a fire rise within him, not of pride, but of faith. And so, the young shepherd stepped forward. He went to King Saul and said, "I will fight this giant."
"Your Majesty, I will go. I am not afraid of Goliath."
King Saul looked at the boy, deeply troubled. Could he really send a child to face a giant? He was just a boy.
"I have fought lions and bears before. This giant will be no different, because my God is more powerful than any enemy."
David remembered the battles he had already faced. A lion or a bear, and how God had delivered him each time. King Saul offered his sword and armor, but David gently shook his head. He would not wear the king's armor. With his sling in hand and faith in his heart, he chose to face the giant just as he was.
"Is this all you got, Israel? A bunch of coward men? Send me a man, I dare you. Finally, you send someone to face me. But, oh, what is this? Am I a dog, that you come at me with sticks? Come here, little boy, and I'll feed your flesh to the birds."
This whole time, the Israelite army trembled. No one dared face the giant, until David. David ran toward the giant. With steady hands, he reached into his pouch, took a stone, and placed it in his sling. The stone flew through the air, swift and true. Then, it struck Goliath right on the forehead. The giant wobbled, then crashed to the ground with a mighty thud. And just like that, the mighty giant fell. The Israelites cheered with joy, while the Philistines fled in fear. As demonstrated by David, faith is not about one size. It's about trust. With God, even the smallest can defeat the greatest giants. The battle is the Lord's. Remember, in our lives, we face Goliaths too, trials, temptations, and challenges that seem impossible to overcome. But like David, we can say, with God, nothing is impossible. So whatever you're facing today, look up, trust in God, and be at peace. Surrender your Goliaths to the Lord. He will make you victorious.
Hey, did you like the story? Make sure to click like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. See you next time.